Alrighty, up for match 4. Do not know what my opponent here is on. I'm up against the Anarchist this time. No matter what we're doing here, no matter how this game goes, there will be a match 5. Oh, 2 on my opponent's die roll. I think I will play. I have needed every second I can get in the matches that I've played. This deck has pushed things a lot closer than I would like things to get here. Ooh, I have some choices to make here. Thinking. So, I could go turn 1 Ignited Soul, pitch all that remains, try and dig a bit deeper. Like pitch all that remains to the first attack. Or I could go Laystone on 1 mill 6. I feel like if I keep this, it's going to be Ignited Soul, pitch all that remains, try and dig deeper. And I would love to hit like Lurking Verkalok, like hit Arduous Miner's mana, or hit like Dying Pledge. Maybe not Dying Pledge mana. I think we're gonna try the Sketchy Keep. Try the Sketchy Keep. We got a Spectator. Love weirding the Spectator out with 1-landers. I did get to check in with Caillou. They thought I was kind of crazy for that 1-lander game 2 of match 2. Turn 1 Demographer, drawing and discarding. Something I looked at a little bit. I think if I was deeper in blue, I would be looking at Demographer a little more favorably. I believe so Gargantua has gotten a deck list into the deck lists channel, pledging Hazaka Arsenal, discarding Tyrol Agenda. Interesting. Very interesting. Not what I was expecting to see here. So we will untap and draw. That is a second swamp. I would like to go to combat and swing 1. On damage, I will discard all that remains to draw a card. That is a second Ignited Soul. I could look at running out Swamp, Soul, Laystone, just get more momentum here. But I think the momentum that I want is going to be momentum that kills my opponent. My opponent has shown they are something that cares about graveyards, so let's get rid of their graveyard. I'm pretty happy about that. So opponent could go land drop, tap Demographer, but I get to eat whatever they discard unless it's a land. But if it's a land, they don't. Oh, they're Gloomcover Step. Second Demographer. Whoa, whoa. That's not okay. I'm the one who's supposed to be drawing and discarding. Don't you put blockers in play for my Ignited Soul? Discarding an island, I see. Untap and draw. Third swamp. So I think what's going to happen here, I can go Swamp, Arduous Miners, Laystone of Ruin. Pitch Ignited Soul to the Miners, eat Ignited Soul with Lurking Verkalakis, and then get the mill plan rolling. Let's just pay 2 for the Arduous Miners. Put my discard into play face down. They pitch a third Demographer, and I am pitching an Ignited Soul. Yep, kind of to be expected. At least forcing the block here means they cannot block the Verkalakis, so I get in for 3, gain 3. Second main phase, I'm going to go ahead and play Swamp and develop the Laystone of Ruin. End step, you mill 2, I mill 2. Urkalak is Scrapyard, Mecha. Ooh, Chronicle of Extinction's an interesting one to see go to the bin. I think that means, oh, double Chronicle. Well, I'm glad my opponent's not drawing that. Tyrrell District untapped on 3. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. My opponent can leave up Demographer mana. Untap and draw. That is another Laystone. Hmm. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing with the squad. Oh, start a combat. Before attacks. Rigged Trial. Exile my Verkalakis. Sure thing. So they're not on red, or at least not appearing to be on red. Otherwise, I feel like that would be JJ Max Seed. I'm still gonna go in for the attack here. Like, this is going to get in 1 damage one way or another. Yeah, they double block here, so I don't get any damage value. I hit for 1. Second main phase. I'm going to all that remains, discarding Laystone. The top 3. Another all that remains, Lavatorn Fields, and an island. This is a little tough because I kind of just have to make a choice on which lands drop I think is more important here. More draws into blue. I'm gonna mill 6 here, plus if they go for Chronicle off the top here, they can clear my board. Oh, I will also have a tapped treasure here. I think the fact that I'm making the tapped treasure makes me more inclined to go for Lavatorn Fields. So I will get this to hand, put Island, all that remains, into the bin. And then I'm going to go Lavatorn Fields and then pass, milling 6. Celise is interesting. And I milled an island off of, I think, island off of the opponent? No? Did they? Yeah. Okay, Celise rigged trial. So these all go to the bin. I've got double all that remains in graveyard. I've got Dying Pledge. I'm going to Dying Pledge eat Island Swamp here. It is notable, I am down to no fetchable blue sources right now. Tapping for Gaze Upon Civilization. Opponent is cooking what I was doing, and they may have a deck that's just better considering where they're on here. Feast of Whispered Knives. Sure. They have not drawn a card or gained life. That was off the top, though. I'm going to Dying Pledge, exile Island. Make a tapped treasure. And then draw 2. Another Laystone and an Ignited Soul. I'm going to also flashback all that remains, pitching that Ignited Soul, I think. I will make another treasure. So I am now in top deck Apex's castable range. The top 3 cards. Mecha Writhing Swamp. I'm thinking that's going to be Swamp Writhing to bin, Mecha to hand. And that goes to exile. I'll untap and draw. Redeveloped Cityscape. Probably a likely candidate to get pitched to a Mecha in the near future, because it can no longer get our blue source. I'm going to tap Treasure and 2 swamps, cast out that Mecha. Uh, go to combat. Swing out here. They double block. I hit them for 1. I will draw and then discard. Redevelop Cityscape, I think. And then second main. Could take away a Chronicled Extinction, but I don't love that if I'm not hitting both here. I think I want to Writhling, target my Writhling, gain 1, shoot you, make a tapped treasure. Then I draw a card. That is Apex off the top. I'm going to then cycle this for second mecha. That's pretty fun. If I can get that in play next turn. And then end turn, target myself, mill 6. Apex Mountain Morris, Gargantua, Apex Miners. And hit a Killing in the Name of and a Pool of Light. So opponent is going to start generating some Gaze Upon Civilization value here. Demographer does turn on Feast of Whispered Knives. I assume they hit the Ignited Soul if that becomes active and relevant. That is another Tyrol district. Killing in the Name of can't hit the Ignited Soul. I assume they hit the Arduous Miners here. Yeah. Do I care? I just cast. It could All That Remains pitch mecha, try and dig for something, because I replace the treasure when I do this. And this is their free cast off of Gaze, notably. This is my third All That Remains. I'm going to All That Remains discard the mecha. I think? No. No responses. They can see I thought about it. I'm just gonna choose to not burn the treasure here. I like just being able to just jam Apex if needed. They're tapping out for 4. Another Gaze. Was that Killing in the Name of off the top? It was off the top. Oh, Chronicle off the top is rough. Discard mode. So I discard 2 and exile my graveyard. Yeah. Discard 2, exile graveyard. Let's get these here. And then otherwise these are gone. But yeah, go ahead and take 9 for your trouble. I'll take 9. Or I'll gain 9. And they did not draw or gain any life here, so they don't get to feast anything. I'll draw. Dying Pledge is awkward, but I can get in with the mecha or force a block on the Demographer. Let's crew the mecha and then go to combat. Just force a block here. Yep. Second main, do I Dying Pledge now? If I'm Dying Pledging, I'm sacking the Writhling, I think, because now Ignited Soul gets in. Yeah, I'm gonna Dying Pledge now. Dying Pledge, sacrificing Writhling, draw 2. That's a Chitters, but that's not a castable Chitters. But I can Dying Pledge. Still at end step. I'm gonna cast Dying Pledge now. Exile Writhling and Garen. And then draw 3. Before my opponent can cast spells. So that's Garen now in hand. I can use Garen. Not a valid target. I love Ignited Soul. And this is one of the things I brought up with Killing in the Name of, is that there are relevant creatures in this format that just dodge it. That's natural with like most conditional removal, but at sorcery speed, you really do have to make sure your removal hits things. Planes from hand. Awkward thing is they know what's beneath Killing in the Name of. I could try and push a Judge Call here, but I think because this is League, I'm not too worried about it. Tyrell Agenda. Hitting Eitri Procession and Solace Syndicate Pariah. So presumably they're going to free cast Eitri Procession here. I actually don't understand why they didn't just go for the Gaze here. On for the Tyrell Agenda. So they got Instant and Planeswalker. They're blowing up my Scrapyard Mecha by all means. Oh my god. So go to combat. They cannot block. Flash in Zixback's Apex. Get him over the top. Oh, I loved that right there. By Imperial Decree absolutely comes in. I may even want the Search and Seizures. I don't think I care about Rank and Defile. Don't think I care about Braze. They have Planeswalkers. I could maybe want Braze, but I think I'm just trying to hope that their Planeswalkers don't stop me from killing them. As it stands, I think going down to Mecha, going down to Garen seems good. Pledge really helped me recover after that Chronicle of Extinction. So there is merit to not cutting down on that, but I think it's still like one of the more cost-intensive things I have going on. In fact, maybe I go down on Garen altogether. That doesn't feel too insane, right? Like the uptick is nice value, but they're an Esper control deck that is very likely to have plenty of ways of killing this thing, especially if they're trying to deal with Scrapyard Mecha. Like, I cut Dying Pledge, I cut the Mountain. Go down to 17 lands feels weird, but I think I just never want to draw that Mountain when I don't have Garen in the deck. 18 lander boarding out a land feels kind of very wrong here, but I think just the 4 search and seizure, 3 imperial decrees, like I need to be able to deal with what they're doing. Like I may even only go to like 3 seizures, keep the 4th mecha, but like I am now just like 10 mono black sources, 5 mono blue, 5 blue sources, and then like 2 ways of finding those blue sources when needed. We're about to find out how good Search and Seizure is compared to other hand attack spells for sure. Yep, unsurprisingly, opponent wants to go first. Morris, no action. That's going to be me also mulling to 6, but my opponent does as well, which is a good sign. That's a 0 lander. Oh no, my hubris. At the very least, this isn't any of my cards I sideboarded in, so the mountain wouldn't have been in my hand anyways. My opponent going to 5. I'm going to join them in that journey to the bottom. Is this a keepable 5 lander or 5 card hand? Oh my god. Opponent just mulliganed into oblivion. Oh no. Oh, and they just completely lost the league roll. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Anarchist. So sorry I had to do this to you. Hopefully you aren't too upset if you watch this video and see just how awful my mulligans were on that second game as well. So I suppose no second game to play here, but that means we are 4-0. We are getting in the decklist channel one way or another. Let's see if we're going to be the second person to 5-0 so far this season.